In this video, you can see create a cube, trim pass technique, pre-composing, radial wipe, and the hue and saturation effects. Hello everyone, welcome back to my After Effects tutorial. We're going to create the 3 cubes and how rotated them. Create a new composition and create a shape layer. Then add polyester and the change type to polygon and also change point to 6. Add fill. You can change color if you like. Duplicate the first layer. Change fill color to dark red in order to see 3 dimension. Now add Radial Wipe Effect to the shape layer. Then change transition completion to 33 and select both for wipe. In order to create a more dimension of the cube, we duplicate the first layer again. Change fill color to dark red and drag and drop Radial Wipe Effect to the shape layer 3. In order to create a 3D appearance, we need to change transition completion to 67. Start angle to -180 and wipe to counterclockwise. Select the old layer by right-clicking, then Precompose. Type cube is better. Now we will add a stroke to cube. Create a shape layer. Then select polyester, polygon, and the change point to 6. So add a stroke and then increase width of the stroke to 15. Now we're going to animate the stroke while the cube is rotating. In order to change more the cube and the stroke, we need to go to transform to change those two, scale and rotation. Now in a scale, at the 14th second, click keyframe and set to 100. And then in the second point, click keyframe and set to 144. As you can see, the stroke has scaled up. Then go back to the first keyframe you have just created and change rotation to 147. Next, go to the second keyframe and set it to 0. Select the old keyframe and press F9. We are going to animate the stroke. We select Add and then in the drop-down menu, select Trim Path. At the first keyframe, click End keyframe and the offset to the 0. And then go to the next keyframe, click End keyframe and increase to the 100 and the offset decrease to the -110. Okay, so select the old keyframe and press F9 again. Oh, let's not forget the cube layer, yes. Press S to show scale, so that the scale and the rotation also follow the same format as the stroke. At the second keyframe, click keyframe and set to 107 and go back to the first keyframe and then set to the 0. With the same method, you can click the keyframe at the set to the 0 and then go back to the first keyframe and set to the -135. By applying the space key, the cube and the stroke will appear as well as rotating. Select both the layer by right-clicking Precompose. Title is better, red cube, yeah. I just want to tell you, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Now we're going to create a 2 cube, but how to? Add hue and saturation effect to the layer and then change master hue measurement to 118. The cube's color changes to green, so in this moment I rename the layer to green. Then duplicate this layer and go back to master hue to change it to 118. Now cube is a blue. The most important thing to know is that the layers must move to the left and right. I just want to tell you, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. After appearing the cubes, scale down from 100 to 56. The exact same changes created on the blue layer should be also applied to the green layer. Change the position to 440 and scale down to 56. Select the Alt keyframe and press F9. Select both layer by right-clicking, then Precompose, type blue in a green. I just wanted to say, guys, please add the red cube composition from a project panel to the timeline. Let's not forget scale. Yes, press S key. At the seconds, click keyframe and set to 100. Then go to the third seconds, click keyframe and set to 56. Then go back to the first keyframe. In order to appear the blue and the green cubes, change the opacity. We're going to rotate the green and the blue ones around the red one. Then click the rotation keyframe and set to 119. And then move forward 21st frame, click rotation keyframe and set to the 0. Move forward a few frames again, click keyframe, set to 0, and finally click keyframe, set to the 0, and finally click rotation keyframe and set to 180 before starting the 4 seconds. Yes. Select all keyframe and press F9. Okay, so select the both layer by right clicking, then Precompose, type final layer. Now we're going to turn this cube should be rotated around the y-axis twice. Yes, twice. Create a new solid background. Here is a good place as to add a dimension to cube. We select the Precompose layer and click on the cube. Now it is a 3D. At the 6 seconds, click scale and the Y rotation and go to the 8 seconds and click Y rotation keyframe and set to 2. And then also click scale keyframe and set to 135. We go back a few frames. Click scale keyframe and set to 100. Select the Alt keyframe and press F9. By adjusting the parabola, we can add a fluidity to the animation and reduce choppiness. Go back to the solid background, add the gradient ramp effect to the solid background and change colors based on your favorite color. Okay, so this tutorial video is finished. I hope to enjoy watching this video. I'm waiting for your comments and I will respond to all your questions. Okay, so guys, this is the best time. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. See you guys in the next video.